Are you thinking about leaving Colorado Springs and selling your home? Before you put that for sale sign in the yard, there are 10 common mistakes I see homeowners make all the time. And some of them can cost you thousands of dollars or delay your move entirely. I've been helping families buy and sell homes here for over 27 years. Military relocations, job transfers, downsizers, upsizing, you name it. And after hundreds of transactions, I've seen exactly what works and what doesn't. Today, I'm breaking down the top 10 mistakes home sellers make when leaving Colorado Springs, plus how to avoid them so you can make a clean, profitable move. First up, solar financing. If you know you're only going to be here for 2 or 3 years, financing solar panels can turn into a huge headache when it's time to sell. I've seen sellers stuck with $20,000 or more in the form of a lien on their home because buyers either don't want to assume the loan or can't qualify for it. That can delay closing or force you to bring cash to the table just to get the home sold. I unfortunately saw a family about a year ago who had a $25,000 essentially second mortgage on their home due to their solar panels, and they just weren't able to sell the home. And unfortunately, they ended up in a short sale situation on that house. So before signing that agreement, make sure you know how it affects your resale situation. Mistake number two, choosing adjustable rate or risky loans. Another one is taking on an adjustable rate mortgage or other loan products that seem appealing up front, but become a burden later. The way I see this is kind of like using a credit card for something you can't afford. Okay. It's really exciting to get what you wanted to purchase and you put it on the credit card. But then when you start seeing that 18 to 25% interest hit you over time, it really doesn't make that much sense. I've literally seen people who've used adjustable rate mortgages, and that first year was great. Second year wasn't bad, but when the third year rolled around, it became very uncomfortable for them. So please make sure that you're asking yourself, what would your future self think of this before you make such a decision? Mistake number three, over improving the home. This one comes from good intentions, but can backfire. I've seen sellers pour as much as $80,000 into a dream kitchen or install custom features thinking it'll add value. Unfortunately, the market sets the ceiling, not your receipts. If the highest price home in the neighborhood sold for $550,000, you can't expect buyers to pay $650,000 just because you upgraded everything. Talk to a realtor before making big improvements if there's a chance you'll sell soon. Mistake number four, competing with new construction. This one's common in Colorado Springs. If you bought in a new build community and decide to sell while the builder's still putting up homes, you're competing against brand new construction, flashy models, and the biggest thing is incentives. Okay. A lot of these builders will give, say, $10,000 towards closing costs when you use their lender. And their lenders often bring some extraordinary interest rates that traditional lenders can't compete with. So, if you're buying in a neighborhood that's new built and you're only going to be around for 2 or 3 years, that could be a challenge down the road. So have that discussion with your realtor about how that could work out. Okay. Mistake number five, ignoring PCS or military buyers' needs. Colorado Springs has one of the largest military populations in the country, and PCS moves drive a big part of our market. I see sellers lose money by ignoring what military buyers need: VA financing options, assumable loans, and flexible timelines. If you're leaving Colorado Springs, you want to work with an agent who understands BAH budgets, VA loan rules, and PCS cycles. Otherwise, you're leaving money on the table. So just make sure that you ask your realtor how comfortable and knowledgeable they are of working with the military community. Mistake number 6, pricing emotionally, not strategically. This one's classic. Sellers often price based on what they want, not what the market supports. I need $500,000 to buy my next home. We spent $40,000 on landscaping, so we want top dollar. I hear things like that quite often. Buyers don't care about what you need. They care about what the market value is showing them your home is worth. Pricing wrong out of the gate leads to longer days on market, and in most cases, lower offers later on. Start at the right price the first time. Mistake number 7, not addressing deferred maintenance. Selling as is sounds tempting, but buyers today are more cautious. Peeling paint, worn out roofs, outdated systems. I've even seen things like front walkways or sidewalks that have sunk a little bit, causing tripping hazards or negative grade where water or snow melt is going to go towards the house. Another one is when we walk into a home and we're showing it to our clients and the flooring is not appealing. The carpet is worn out. The flooring that's wood, but not the real hardwood stuff. The engineered hardwood is scuffed up, worn out. As much as it can be costly to do so, first impressions count. So talk to your agent, maybe a professional carpet cleaning, maybe refreshing the carpet with new carpet in certain areas, like the living room and the family room on the main level and the stairs going up might suffice and not be too extraordinary an expense. But tackle repairs up front when possible. A home that's move-in ready attracts more buyers, more offers, and often better prices. Mistake number 8, underestimating closing costs and liens. Sellers often focus on the sale price and forget about what really matters, your net at closing. Title fees, realtor commissions, solar liens, second mortgages, and negotiated repairs, they add up fast. Before you list, sit down with your agent to create a net sheet. That way, you know exactly what you'll walk away with. No surprises. When I sit down with my clients, I always have our title company's net sheet estimator open, and I put all of the fees that would be associated with the sale of the home in the system so that it gives them an estimate that's usually within a couple of dollars of what they should walk away with. We'll also do it in several different respects or price points, okay? Like 550, 525, 500, so that they can see what they would net depending on what they achieve on their final price. Mistake number 9, buying a home with unchangeable problems or challenges. This one catches sellers off guard when it's time to leave. Maybe you bought a home that backs to a busy road, or it's next to railroad tracks, or it's underneath a flight path, or near a school. Near school might be a good idea if you have children and they want to walk, but that traffic flow between 7:20 and 8 a.m. and from 2:30 to 3:15 can be quite a nightmare in some areas. And if there's an agent trying to show your house during those times, it can be quite unappealing to those people. And with the higher traffic type of properties that literally front or back up to a busy, say, 2-lane road on each side, so 4 lanes total, the noise and just the sight of large trucks flying by at a high rate of speed can be quite unappealing. Now, I do believe there's a buyer for everything, but often the buyer pool diminishes considerably when you have those types of unchangeable or not so appealing challenges with a house. Okay. So when you're shopping with your buyer's agent, make sure to take these things into consideration. And when your seller's agent comes to meet with you, they're going to need to address these things appropriately. And often it comes down to the price in the end, pricing it appropriately and taking it into consideration that the buyer pool could be lesser and likely will be lesser with those types of challenges. Finally, trying to sell your home on your own. Say for sale by owners. For sale by owners doing that can sound appealing. You save on a commission, but I've seen sellers lose tens of thousands of dollars by underpricing, missing key marketing opportunities, or running into contract issues because they simply didn't know they had to disclose certain matters with their home. One can actually get into some legal issues as well by not disclosing items about their home. Having an experienced agent, especially in a market like Colorado Springs, ensures you're protected and positioned for maximum profit. So there you have it, the top 10 mistakes home sellers make when leaving Colorado Springs. If you're thinking about selling, avoiding these mistakes can save you time, money, and stress. My team and I specialize in helping families make smooth transitions out of Colorado Springs, and we'd be honored to help you. Call, text, or email anytime. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out at thepenyateam.com. And we'll see you the next time on Colorado Springs on the Move.